Hello and welcome to Randoms. It's a beautiful day and I hope you're making the best of it. Yeah, we know it has not been easy, the hike in transportation and of course the, hike in fuel price. It has not really been easy, but we are Nigerians. Definitely trust us to keep pushing, keep moving and, keep living. Well, I'm Sharon, your host today on Randoms, and I have with me in the studio, as always, my co-host, Ogochukwu. Ogochukwu, how has it been with you?
Oh my goodness, I'm even exhausted from trying to queue from one filling station to the other. I have been trying to, but I know I don't really have a car, but then, when you enter, these days you enter, you enter a taxi and the driver is telling you, please, madam, I just have to queue in this fuel station. It has happened to me twice and it's really, really exhausting. You get plus, like you say hiking transportation.
The hiking transportation.
It is really serious. From 500, I went to 1,500. It is really, really high.
That's a lot. Well, we know that the Motor Spirit, Premium Motor Spirit, popularly known as petrol, now sells for about 855 naira at the NNPC fuel stations, which of course has really angered Nigerians and frustrated many of them. And in a recent statement, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC, says it would only fully offtake the product from the Dangote Petroleum Refinery. As we all know, Dangote recently started processing crude oil to fuel, and it has really been a back and forth between him and the federal government. Yes, so of course the federal government said it would only fully offtake the product from the Dangote Petroleum Refinery if the market prices of the commodity were higher than the pump prices in Nigeria. NNPC also declared that Dangote and other domestic refineries were free to sell directly to any marketer on a willing buyer or willing seller basis, adding that it had no desire or intention to become the distributor for any entity in a free market environment. Now, this was a statement directly from the NNPCL, but contrary to what the president of the Dangote Group said, Aliko Dangote stated last week that the refinery was waiting for the NNPC, adding that the national oil company would be the only off-taker of its petrol domestically. So it's kind of countering what what NNPC said. Yes, what NNPCL has said.
Obviously. Yes, ever since Dangote came out to start the refinery, they have been back and forth, like you said, from the federal government and Dangote himself, and even down to production. I remember there was one statement that went out and they said the production, the fuel Dangote was producing is not really good enough compared to that they import.
Are you serious?
And yes, you get to ask yourself, this is our own, like, it's more like they are not supportive of that the fact that Dangote is now producing fuel. And I was thinking that with Dangote producing fuel, the petrol is going to be cheap, and
yes,
we're not going to be having this scarcity that we have like every two days. Today is free, the next day we are having scarcity in fuel, and again the hike again. The hike is like every day you wake up there's a new price in NNPC, and it's really disheartening because we felt like this is our own and the federal government should be able to encourage
of course
any entity that is trying to do something for ourselves, because we cannot call ourselves the giant of Africa and we call ourselves oil-producing countries, and we still cannot show for it.
Exactly.
We cannot be importing fuels when we already have a depot in the house here.
Exactly.
So, honestly, I welcome Dangote's the production of petrol, in as much as so many persons are still saying that he's trying to get monopoly of product and everything. He started with cement, he went to food like flour and spaghetti, noodles. He did salt and some other stuff he has done. If there's anyone who can actually do it, please do it. It's for the country. I understand that Dangote is trying to, he said, it's going to, refining petrol in Nigeria for him is going to help cut the price and also reduce scarcity of fuel, like to the barest minimum. So, which is something that we should all embrace in Nigeria.
Yes, you've spoken really well. You know, for someone to build a refinery of over 20 million, you should know that he's invested in, you know, wanting to even make the economy better, because when we have Dangote, you know, processing crude oil and making it into petrol and selling it to, because what the back and forth now that the federal government and NNPC have with Dangote is the fact that they want to be like the only off-taker, meaning they want to buy it from Dangote directly, then be the ones to sell it out to other marketers. But it doesn't work like that. You've been importing petrol and selling it off, and nobody has said anything. Now he has built a refinery. Why don't you let him do what? If you want to be an off-taker from, if you want to buy from him, you can buy from him. If he wants to also sell to other marketers, he's also at liberty to sell to other marketers. But NNPC, they are saying that they would only not be off-takers. That's not they will only not buy directly from Dangote if his price is a bit higher than the normal market price. And I'm like, you can't really make the man to sell it according to your fixed price. Because at this point he has monopoly on money.
There are shares. People bought shares from that company. People invested in this refinery. So you cannot just, the federal government shouldn't just come to just make decisions and impose it on him, because people's properties and shares and money at stake there.
Exactly.
So they also have a say. And you don't know, they must have discussed within themselves. There should be a board, of course. So they must have discussed within themselves and said, this is what we want, this is what we want. And this is what we're telling the federal government, this is what we're giving back to the federal government. So the federal government needs to understand that this thing is not just a one-man business, obviously. They have shares. I'm sure some persons in high-profile persons have shares in this refinery. So I don't think it is fair on Dangote's side or the refinery for the federal government to just impose decisions on them like that.
Exactly. And to be fair to Dangote, he has actually said that is waiting for the federal government to fix the market price, or to let him know the market price at which he would sell his own petrol. And I feel like it is fair enough.
It is fair.
It shows that he has respect for the system, for the market, the market price, because they know best how they run it and everything. Because he's at liberty to actually fix it himself, but he's a citizen, and of course he has to, abide by rules and all of that. And please, I just hope this back and forth stops ASAP, because it is really telling on the people. At 855, that is too much.
That's for NNPC, by the way. And not everyone can stand the NNPC.
Buyers from people that buy from NNPC marketers would definitely sell higher than that. So that's the price you get at NNPC, not at other filling stations. And it's really telling on people. It's really, really telling on people.
Well, congratulations to Dangote, by the way. At least he has come a long way, and thank God for this milestone that he has been able to achieve, by the way. So next, we are going to be moving on to popular actress Sharon Ooja, who secretly did a private civil wedding in March 2024 of this year, and also finally tied the knot in June 2024 this year. So many persons raised concern concerning the marriage, especially concerning her husband, saying that she got married she's a third wife, she's a second wife, and why would she be a second hand, as beautiful as she is. In fact, there were a lot of back and forth dragging on the internet, both Instagram, X, and every other space on social media. And recently, she was singing on Sunday. She came out to give testimony on Sunday, the 8th of September. Some days back, she came out to testify in her church, HICC, the Harvester International Church, where she was talking about all the backlash she received from fans and even friends. People she thought were her friends went behind her to say a lot of things. Even bloggers didn't make it easy for her. At first, she felt she was losing her mind, but then she was giving thanks to people, her close friends and family that supported her, and her pastor. But again and again, Nigerians will still become Nigerians. Some persons are still dragging her. Why are you bringing your testimony by this time? Sharon, you have stayed 3 months. Why are you bringing your testimony? Who are you trying to humiliate? Like, the internet is really going crazy because she gave a testimony.
Like, I feel the internet will always be the internet. Like, you can't close the mouth of people. You can't go to, house by house to collect people's phone. And I want to really applaud Sharon Ooja, because I know during the time of our wedding, the issue about her husband, divorcee, several wives, Sharon calling herself a Christian, did the Holy Spirit not speak to you, and all of those backlash, and this lady was still able to stand strong. And something I love about her, she even posted her love up, honeymoon, and all of that on social media after the wedding. It takes a very strong person to do that.
Yes, it does take a strong woman. I'm happy she did not really give in to all of that, because so many bloggers, like, I did not know, the guy looks young, but I remember there was a blogger that wrote, Sharon, why you go marry 50, like, I am quoting this blogger now, why will you marry a 50-year-old man?
Can you imagine?
And you are bringing him as a young man. Sharon, why you, like, there were so many I was thinking she was going to tell, because I know Sharon is a very emotional person. Oh. She's a very, very emotional person. She has said it several times. We've seen it, on the screen. But then I was happy that she had God by her side, because that was the only thing that she used in encouraging herself. There were times she came out and she used to have this like evening fellowship or quiet time on the internet. I think it's just a few minutes something, and she comes out and she talks about God. She picks a scripture and how people should hold on to God, and her experience on the movie industry, beg your pardon. And she encourages young actors that want to come into the movie industry and tell them, you are going to face this, but please be strong, that this is her experience and all of that. So she kept on, and even people still use that against her, telling her, Sharon, you are the one that is preaching to us on the internet. I can't believe, I remember somebody, I really cannot remember the writer, but someone was saying, and I listened to you, and I used to listen to all the advice I'm preaching, and yet you went to marry as a third wife. Why did you go there? Why were you desperate to get married, or one thing? Like, a lot happened.
I feel
Bisola even came up, her friend, sorry to cut you, but fine. Bisola, her friend, came up to write back to a particular blogger, a lady, a female. She posted it on her Facebook page, and she was, hitting Sharon. And Bisola came out to defend her and said, please get your facts right. Get your facts right, because these bloggers, that's one thing about social media. So persons use social media wrongly. Of course. So the blogger was stating things that were not in the book. They were nowhere to be found. They were not factual. And Bisola came out to say, get your facts right, please. Let people enjoy their marriages. Take your mouth away from people's marriage, because some of you don't even have a peaceful home. You don't have a happy marriage. Some of us are not even married, but yet you will not let the poor breathe.
Exactly. You made mention of something. That's what I was about to talk about, and it's the fact that social media. I think we've said this a lot, and I think now people are just, I don't know. It just, the more we talk about it, the more people they take it for granted. Is the fact that in as much as you are a celebrity or you are popular, does not mean that people, around your fans or whoever have control over your life. It doesn't, like, they don't have power, they don't have control over your life. And I feel like people feel like because you're a celebrity, you bring out your life, then I have the right to say one or two things concerning your life. I have the right to even bring out things that are very secret, something that you do not want it to be out. I have the right to bring it out just because you are a celebrity. And it's not supposed to be like that. Yes, we know that Sharon husband got married to other women. But was it something you needed to bring out in such a very malicious way?
Because there is issues with her.
There's one thing to bring out something and say, oh, this is what I found. After all, some people eat by bringing people's secret and out and all of that. So we can't even fault you for that. In as much as it's not good, we can't say you should stop, because would you listen? No, you won't listen. So just keep doing the nonsense you are doing. But there's a way you can actually bring this out. You mustn't bring it out in a malicious way, more like tarnishing the lady's image. You can't step on her. She fell in love. It's really not an error that the man got married. Yes, no lady wishes to get married to a man that has, had several cases of divorce, not with 1, 2, or 3 women. It's not something everybody would want. But she chose her path. She needs to be respected, for that. So people need to understand you are not in control of any celebrity's life. You are not in control of anybody that is popular life. So you just need to understand you're only in control of your life and probably people around you that might be friends and family.
Not even friends, family.
Yes, we
family.
need to know. We
Even
need to know where to draw the line.
You need your, like, you have a boundary. In family, I'm sure you have siblings.
Yeah.
You don't want to step on your siblings' toes. They will tell you straight up, I know you are the senior, but hey, Sharon,
and I think people,
or Auntie Sharon, like they'll call you.
And I think people do not understand that these celebrities have emotions.
They are humans.
They are humans. They might not come out to cry, and some might even come out and boldly tell you that's your business. They didn't know even enter my body or something of sorts. But they are
strong enough to
yes, but I tell you, even the strongest ones would definitely go in and cry. So why would you want to keep stepping on someone's toe? No, you know what I love? I love the fact that when some people step on people's toes, they look for them. Someone like Tonto Dike, or they'll look for you and they'll put you in prison, put you behind bars.
For a reason.
I feel like that is needed. In as much as you can't take all the persons that drop bad comments or try to drop stories in a malicious, pick a person and make that person a scapegoat. Since you can't keep your mouth and you can't respect yourself because you are handling your account and all of that.
Keyboard typing their tiger, they would tear you.
No, I love that one. That you should carry somebody, put you in prison, use it as an example. And I think that lady that did that to Sharon, bringing out that story in a malicious way, maybe Sharon would have taken that step. But I believe that she's a very calm person. Maybe she just felt it wasn't needed.
Well, that is what she thinks, but thank God for her friend Bisola, who took the bull by the horn and said, no, you can't do this to my friend. And by the way, Bisola was her chief bridesmaid and was with her all the
Wonderful
way.
Friend.
Thank you, Bisola. And for Sharon, please enjoy your marriage. Do not answer. See, let me tell you the truth. Internet people will not be the one to sit within your husband's house. They don't know where the shoe pinches. You are the only one that wears it, so you know where it pinches. Enjoy your marriage. We are looking forward to the second phase of your marriage, which is 9 months later. Baby.
All right, we'll be going on a short break now, and of course when we return, randoms continue, so do you stay with us. Welcome back to Randoms. If you are just tuning in, I and Ogochukwu, we just finished discussing the Aiken fuel price. We talked about the back and forth with Dangote and the NNPCL. And we also talked about the popular actor Sharon
Ooja.
I just thought that Sharon Ajay. So I guess there was Sharon Ooja, right? Sharon Ooja. She gave testimony in church regarding her marriage and all of that. So you'd want to, just go back to watch that. Well, moving forward in a recent trend, one Christianah Idowu, Funabite, was adopted and murdered by one Adeleye Ayomide, who is a student of philosophy at OOU University. Ayomide had allegedly adopted Christianah, requested the sum fee of 1.5 million naira, of which the sum of 350 naira was raised by Christianah's parents and sent to him. The suspect, in a story awaiting further confirmation, had killed his ex-girlfriend and biological sister in 2018 and 2020, respectively. Oh my God. I'm going to start with oh my God. When I saw this trend, I was like, how? A 23-year-old guy, 23, and you are on a killing spree? Because that's a killing spree. He
is a psychopath. Because that's the only
a psychopath.
That's the only way I can classify him. Because why are you enjoying killing? You are so young. What have you been watching? What have you been hearing? Who have you been talking to? Who are your friends? You killed your sister.
Your own sister.
If he could kill his sister, then anyone is not a problem.
Good.
If he can kill his own blood. But by the way, the big question is, when he killed his sister and then went ahead to kill his ex, what measures were taken by the Nigerian police, by the federal government, and even his parents?
Exactly. I'm trying to figure out, like, is it that they did not know about this, or was it after Christianah's death that he now decided to confess? And the funny thing about this, you know, there is a stereotype about killers and murderers and psychopaths. They have to be on dreads. They have to have tattoos.
No, this one
they
is
have
innocent.
This guy looks
He
like
looks
legit like a church guy. If he's walking this way and you see another guy with, you know, body built with tattoo, you would want to follow this guy to walk with him, thinking you are thinking you are protected.
You see,
and the sad thing about it is, he even collected some amount of money from Christianah's parents. So why go ahead to kill her? And how come he keeps burying people in his compound without the parent getting to know? They don't feel it, nothing. How does he do this? Is it that they leave him at home, give him the liberty to do all of this? But we'll just pause at this junction and hear what Nigerians have to say. Trust Nigerians to comment a lot about that.
Yes. So let's move over to X comment concerning this hilarious, no, it's not hilarious, it is a heinous crime on the internet. Yes. So this one is coming from Habibi of ABJ. He says, this guy just made me 100 times my fear for humans. Or more, don't get deceived by the look and innocency people wear on their face. The heart of human is beyond wicked and evil. Devil is the name humans use to hide their wickedness. There are some people that are far worse than the devil. We think we know. That's the truth. That's why I say do not judge a book by its cover. The next one is coming from Jennifer. Jennifer says, this is heartbreaking. I hope the perpetrators be brought to book. He is the perpetrators. There is no other perpetrator again. He's the only one. So the next one is coming from Chooks or Hacks. He says, that guy gets mine though. I won't lie. Devilish mindset on God.
Oh God, really? 23?
That's so young.
So how was he even? Oh my God.
I don't want to think about it. Okay, this one is coming from Isholek. I Omo Yanupupa. He said, taking innocent people's lives for money can work for what money can work for in a legit way. Like you can legitimately get money.
It's questionable.
I don't want to think that he actually killed these people for money. Honestly,
well,
because
you know, there was
you killed the first one. You did not make anything, because I'm seeing his outfit and I'm seeing his appearance. This person no get shishi.
Of course.
The second one here did not bring out anything. Why is it Christianah's head?
You know, there was a developing story that he actually also kidnapped his sister and asked for ransom. And I guess they just got to know about this because of Christianah's case.
That means there was no investigation about it. Anyways, let's move back to S comment. There's still more. So this is coming from Ruth C. And Ruth C says, the story ain't adding up to me. The distance from Yaba to Ikorodu, except that he has or went with a car via communication. Because if not done for him, that's a whole lot of drops. Between the two friends are said, but again, how was he killing all these people from 2018 and he's still free?
Really?
Well,
it's questionable.
That's a question we really need to ask his parents and people around him. And this one is coming from M for real. He says, the craziest part in all this is that he had 2 confirmed kills previously and he was still walking around like a free man.
It doesn't add up. We need to understand.
We need to really understand.
The statement, I think the Nigerian police, if he's in their custody, needs to bring out a statement. We need to understand.
So these people that he killed, were they buried?
That is what we don't understand.
Or they just decayed somewhere?
Or is it that his parents are involved? Are they covering up for him? All of this, we need to know about.
No, we really need to know. So the next one is coming from Boycell. Boycell says, what did the government do when he committed the first 2 murder? Everybody's still asking this question.
Yes.
The next one is coming from Somto Chuku Soti. He said, Ndi, don't judge me by my tweets. Not anymore. Well, I have always known that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Or in this case, the hands typeth. May God actually save us. Okay, the reason why Somto dropped this tweet was because the comment on X was because they went to his X profile and they found out that he has been dropping scary, what do they call it again? Not comments, scary posts concerning killing and all of that. So, you know, nobody would suspect that he can do what he was saying on X. So that's the reason why Somto dropped this comment and say, do not judge a book by its cover. But in this case, she's going to judge people by their comment on X and all of that. So if someone can drop that kind of comment, please be sure, please just try to help yourself. Like the woman in Canada, I guess Canada, that came out to say that she was going to poison some of her Nigerian counterparts and all of that, and she was dragged to the police station. Now, these are not just mere threats. When people make threats like that,
we need to take them seriously.
Please take them seriously. And
Nigerians are used to now cruise. Are you see? Is it really cruise?
It's no
because
longer
people now hide on
the
in the disguise of now cruise, and they will tell you the real content of their. This out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Allow me to quote the
no
Bible.
longer cruise these days. We all should be mindful of the people we are staying with. Please watch your back for yourself. Only God and yourself can watch your back. Anyways, that's all we have for our comments concerning this topic, and I'm sure we're going to round it up here. And please do not forget, just in case you missed out or you came late, do not worry, you can go watch us again, watch Randoms again on Global TV NG on YouTube. Please subscribe, follow, and watch Randoms. And till next time, I and Sharon will saying bye-bye.